Hi, this is J5Lover, and I'm back talking to you today about the top 10 things every Jackson 5 fan must have and must own in their collection. But before I get started, I wanted to talk to you about this day in Jackson 5 history. Well, this day in Jackson 5 history, June 10th, 1972, looking through the windows is actually peaking at number 3 on the Black music charts, and it stays there for 29 weeks. Amazing. One of my favorite Jackson 5 albums of all time. So, getting back to the top 10 must haves for every Jackson 5 fan, let's see. I'm going to start with the Jackson 5 cartoon on DVD. If you haven't seen this, this came out in 2013 and it was available through about 2018. You'd probably have to go on eBay or online to find a copy of it now. There's 23 episodes. This is such a fun and amazing cartoon. And funny enough, it's the first cartoon to have an all-black cast. It came out in September of 1971, and of course it ended in October of 1972. Definitely one of my favorite cartoons of all time, and even the director of the cartoon wanted Black people to be represented in a positive light and for them to solve their problems in an intellectual and musical way in this cartoon, and that's basically what they do. It's amazing. You have to own this cartoon. It's one of my favorites. Next would be the Jackson 5's Going Back to Indiana. This was an amazing special that aired in September of 1971. Actually, it aired, I believe, 8 days before the Jackson 5 cartoon. So they were really hot in 1971. This is the absolute best special that the Jackson 5 ever did. It's not necessarily, you can go online and find a copy. There's no official copy of this. Unfortunately, they should definitely bring that out. It's just, features so much of the music of the Jackson 5, great performances, a lot of funny sketches. You get to see the humor of the Jacksons. And of course, a few star-studded people that you might be familiar with. And I think, my favorite moment would have to be the Gary concert towards the end of the special. One of the best, a must-have for every Jackson 5 fan. Next would be the Jackson 5 TV variety show, which came out in June of 1976, and it aired until March of 1977. This is actually kind of a copy. It's not an official copy. They actually still haven't come out with this, which I think is insane. There's only like 12 episodes, and they each feature like star-studded celebrities and whatnot, and all of the Jacksons except for Jermaine Jackson, because he was still at Motown at the time, are featured on this. But it's so funny, all of those sketches, and of course it features a lot of great performances and music by the Jacksons and Michael Jackson. There's so many great moments in this. I was thinking actually of maybe doing a contest and somebody could win like a copy of this. If you're interested in that, please let me know down at the bottom in the comments section. Next would have to be the Jackson 5 Come and Get It, The Rare Pearls. I absolutely love this CD collection. It's filled with a lot of unreleased and rare Jackson 5 songs. My favorites, I think, in this collection were the extended version of Feeling All Right, and the studio version of If I Have to Move a Mountain, the original complete version. And it's so great to me. It has a lot of awesome photographs. There's a booklet inside, and the photographs are pretty, unusual. I just love this. Yeah, this came from Ebony magazine originally. This is great. A lot of great photographs. Interesting photographs like that I've never really seen before. Awesome book. And then what I like about it too it's got a record, a 45, Feeling All Right, of course, on one side, and If the Shoe Don't Fit, which was also a really great cut. And besides, of course, the two great CDs, you get a sticker, which I love stickers. The next great thing that I think every Jackson 5 fan should own, and I have raved about this in a previous video, is this CD collection. This 1, 2, 3, 4 CD collection of the Jackson 5 Soulsation 25th anniversary, which came out in 1995. It's got 82 songs on it. I mean, screw the ultimate collection, screw the anthologies that you think you've heard and seen. This is the best thing you could ever get. It has all of their greatest hits. It has Michael Jackson solo work, Jackie Jackson solo work, unreleased songs, side Bs. I love this. And not only that, it comes with this awesome booklet with more great photos. And I have to show you this one photo. It's amazing. Love that, of course, too. Just some awesome pictures. And of course, the background story of the Jacksons. Ed Sullivan, great shot of them on the Ed Sullivan Show. Can't find the photo I wanted to show you guys. Ah, there it is. This photo is great. And if you'll notice, look at Jermaine Jackson's shirt. We have the same shirt on. I just discovered this shirt recently. I've had it for years. It's a vintage 1970s shirt. And Jermaine Jackson and I have the same shirt. How awesome is that? All right, moving right along to the next thing every Jackson 5 fan should own is The Soul of the Jackson 5. This is a great booklet that came out in the early 70s, and it features a chapter talking about each brother's personality. And I also just love the photographs in this book, too. I'm such a photograph person, and these pictures are just so amazing. How adorable are these? I mean, amazing. I love this. This is a must-have book. It just talks about the personality of each brother. I even like the picture on the back of Marlon. Kind of an interesting, rare shot. Yeah, this kind of gives you insight to their personalities. I love this book. Must-have for every Jackson 5 fan. Next would have to be the Jackson 5 45s. Actually, I'll pull them out of this. They came off of the back of the Kellogg's cereal back in the 70s. These are amazing. They're not really super hard to find or anything. You can find them on eBay. They're not very expensive at all. I love that photograph. And, you know, I have played these before. They do play. They're kind of weird, though, when they play. They have a weird scratchy sound, but they do play. Oh, yeah, also the book I mentioned before, you can find on eBay as well as the Jackson 5 Soulsation. That, unfortunately, was only around for a year, but it can be found online. Next, The Jacksons' Legacy. This is an amazing book that talks about the history of the Jackson 5, and it also kind of goes into all the way up to like the Victory Tour and a little bit of the Jackson brothers after Michael's passing. But I just, you know, it's so detailed and, you know, a lot of great accounts in here. I just, once again, we go back to this photo. I love the photographs in this book. Just so amazing. Probably the best picture and story book about the Jackson 5 that I've ever seen. This is very easy to find online. Didn't come out, I think it came out about 2 years ago. Great book. Shows you like all the covers of the magazines that they were on. I just love this so much. Rare behind the scene photographs. It's pretty awesome. And another item, which is kind of rare, but not really, is the Jackson 5 Christmas album. This is probably the best Christmas album I have ever heard. And it's easy to get online, or even, at your local record store. You could always check it out. Of course, you can get this on CD. You can download it, listen to it on YouTube. But there's something about the LP. I love listening to the records. Something about the music. They just bring such a soulful rendition to each of these songs. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Christmas Won't Be the Same This Year, which is probably my favorite song off the album. Every song, Give Love on Christmas Day, love that. Every song it's like just the most soulful, funkiest, amazing Christmas album you'll ever hear. And my final and 10th item would be the Jackson 5 in Ebony. This is from September of 1971. This is a very hard item to find. If you find it online, grab it. Don't let it go. But I will show you some of the photographs in it. It is amazing. It came out in September of 71, so mostly what the article is about is their appearance on the Going Back to Indiana special. So you can see in the photographs. That's what I love about this magazine, though. The photographs are just so incredible. And the bright, colorful, I just love this so much. And I love, all of these old, 1970s magazines. Of course, the ads are amazing, too. This is so iconic, though, this cover, And they talk about the cartoon, too, because the cartoon was just about to premiere as well as the Indiana special. This is iconic. This is an iconic Jackson 5 magazine. Get it. If you can find it, get it. Grab it. I was lucky to get this, probably 20 plus years ago, and it wasn't as rare as it is today. That pretty much ends all of I think the top must-haves for any Jackson 5 fan. You have a lot. Obviously, besides the Jackson 5 albums. That was really hard, actually, for me to choose just 10 things. But, other than their albums, these 10 things are must-haves. All right, tell me what you think about my top 10 list, and if you think maybe I should have included something else, or if you have any other ideas of future videos that I should do. Tell me so in the comments. And also, follow me on Instagram. I talk, more about the Jackson 5. I share photos of the Jackson 5, and I even do a 1970s vintage video of the Jackson 5. Their clothing, because most people that are getting to know me know that I collect vintage clothing, so I kind of do a 1970s Jackson 5 montage of myself doing, dressing up in their clothing. So check it out, and if you liked this video today, like and subscribe. All right, this is J5Lover. I'll check you out next time. Bye.